Bro, have you ever heard of a blockchain that claims to be able to process up to 1 million transactions per second? Its name is Somnia, with the token code SOMI. It sounds like a dream, but it turns out this project really exists and is already live on the mainnet. In this video, I will discuss why Somnia suddenly became very popular in the crypto community, what they are offering, and whether it really can be the future of the Metaverse and on-chain gaming. So relax your position first. Don't skip, because we will explore it in Anton style, light but deep. Okay, bro. Welcome back to the Daily Crypto Installment channel, where we discuss crypto without drama, without FOMO, but with logic and discipline. This video is not an invitation to buy, but an invitation to understand. If you're new here, don't forget to press the subscribe button, because every day I upload educational crypto content from top coins to new releases straight out of the oven. Somnia itu is a new Layer 1 blockchain claimed to be a foundation for the Metaverse, games, and social applications within a single ecosystem. They want to create a connected digital world where your identity, items, and assets can move across games and platforms without having to create a new account each time you switch. That's why their slogan is "One Network for Every World." It's a cool idea, like a combination of Ethereum plus Roblox plus Ready Player One in blockchain version. Nah, bro, this is the part that makes many people curious. Somnia claims it can handle 1 million TPS with super cheap transaction fees. How do they do it? They have an architecture called MultiStream Consensus, so transactions aren't queued up on a single lane like in Ethereum, but divided into several streams to be processed in parallel. Then they built their own database, called IceDB, which they say is much more efficient than conventional blockchain databases. And most importantly, Somnia remains EVM compatible, meaning Ethereum developers can switch to this without having to recode from scratch. If it's really that fast, this could be a game changer for the Web3 gaming world. The native token is called SOMI, bro. Functionally, it is very similar to the main tokens in other Layer 1 networks. First, to pay for gas fees. So every time there is a transaction on the Somnia network, the payment is made with SOMI. Second, it can be used for staking validators. This is very important because validators are the backbone of the network. They maintain security and validate each transaction block. Third, in the future, SOMI will also have a rolling governance, meaning voting rights to determine the development direction of the Somnia ecosystem. So it's not just a token for trading, but also for making important decisions within the network itself. Well, the total supply of SOMI is 1 billion tokens, but only a small portion is currently circulating. What does that mean, bro? Most of the tokens are still locked, usually for the team, early investors, or ecosystem allocation. If the project grows rapidly, these tokens can be absorbed by the market in a healthy way. But if user growth and adoption are slow, when vesting or unlocking begins, there could be significant selling pressure in the market. And this is often the nightmare for new projects. The price can plummet not because the project is bad, but because the supply suddenly increases. At the first listing, SOMI's price skyrocketed insanely, even gaining attention from major crypto media. But now, after the hype, reality has set in. The price has corrected sharply, trading volume is stabilizing, and people are starting to ask, is this really a long-term project or just a short-term summer hype? So bro, if you see SOMI's price drop, don't rush to FOMO or panic. In the crypto world, this pattern is very classic. Euphoria, listing, profit-taking, calm phase. Then later, we see who truly survives. And at this point, what's most important isn't just the price, but whether the project has real users and clear utility. Now, the most important part, bro, the reality check. I'm not saying Somnia is a bad project, but there are some things you need to watch out for so you don't get caught up in overly sweet hype. First, Somnia is still very new. It's like a startup that just opened its office. The team is busy building the foundation and promoting it. There aren't many real projects running on top of it yet. For me, that's normal. Every new chain needs time to attract developers and build an ecosystem. But precisely at this early stage, the risk is very high because you can't yet assess whether the project truly has a future or if it's just riding the hype and will gradually fade away. Second, its tokenomics are heavily vested. This means many tokens haven't been released yet and will be gradually unlocked for the team, early investors, or development funds. So, if the unlock period comes and demand doesn't increase, it could cause the price to plummet because supply increases, but demand isn't yet balanced. So even though the chart looks tempting, you need to understand that behind the scenes, there is a potential for very significant selling pressure. Third, Somnia is entering the most brutal competition arena in the blockchain world. They are not alone. Big names like Solana, Avalanche, Aptos, and even SOMI are all targeting the gaming and metaverse market share. And they are not new players. They already have communities, developers, and active projects. This means that for Somnia to shine, they must have a real differentiator, not just promises in a white paper. Fourth, the claim of 1 million transactions per second still needs to be proven in the real world, not just in lab simulations or marketing decks. In blockchain, what matters is not just how fast you are on paper, but how stable your performance is in the field when user numbers are high and the network starts to get congested. So, before the hype makes you FOMO, it's better to wait for concrete proof of its mainnet performance. So the conclusion, bro, Somnia is interesting to watch, but it's not yet time to add it to Anton's regular installment list. Personally, I still hold firmly to the principle. Focus first on the core list, BTC, ETH, XRP, SOL, ADA, DOT, and POL. Because those 7 coins have proven liquidity, strong communities, and most importantly, already have a reputation that doesn't need to be proven again. But bro, just like usual, I always remind, every time we discuss risks, don't stop at fear. Because in the crypto world, every risk always has an opportunity side if you know how to see it. Somnia is an example. Although still new and with many challenges, the big idea can't be underestimated. They not only create a chain for transactions, but they want to build a connected digital world, from games, NFTs, to an interoperable metaverse. If they can execute that vision, it's not impossible for them to catch up or even surpass the long-standing players. Personally, I like to see projects that dare to have such big visions, as long as they can prove their step-by-step progress in the field. Because hype is easy, but consistency is what makes you survive. And that's what I will monitor from Somnia in the coming months. Can they really attract developers, create real projects, and build an active community? Now, from here we move on to the more exciting part, bro, potential and future outlook. Let's discuss together. How big are the chances for Somnia to become a serious player in the Web3 gaming and metaverse world? Or is it just going to pass by like the seasonal projects we've seen before? Now let's discuss the more positive part, bro. The potential and future of Somnia. Jika kamu melihat visinya yang besar, Somnia serius. They want to create a network that can become the backbone for interconnected games, NFTs, and the metaverse. It's like having a single digital identity that you can take anywhere. Playing game A, hanging out in virtual world B, even selling items on marketplace C, all within the same network. This kind of concept, bro, could be revolutionary if it truly happens. Somnia is also EVM compatible, meaning Ethereum developers can switch over without the hassle of rewriting code. That's a very important point because developers dislike rebuilding projects from scratch. Jika migrasi mudah, ekosistem dapat tumbuh dengan cepat. And with the speed they claim, up to 1 million TPS, they want to show that this network can handle traffic comparable to real-world gaming platforms. But what I find most interesting is that Somnia isn't just focused on technology. They also want to create an inclusive digital world where gamers, creators, and businesses can come together in a Web3 ecosystem without the hassle of technical issues. Jika itu berhasil, Somnia bisa menjadi rumah baru bagi industri hiburan digital yang sangat besar. But again, bro, all of that is still just promises. Great potential doesn't guarantee success. Execution is what matters. I'll keep an eye on their progress, whether they can attract big projects, gain real adoption, and truly prove that their performance isn't just theory. So for now, Somnia is interesting to watch, but not yet worth putting into regular investments. You can keep it on your watch list, note their progress, and wait until they show real proof. Because in crypto, bro, those who last are not the fastest, but the most consistent. So the conclusion is, Somnia is interesting but still needs time to prove itself. If you have additional insights, drop them in the comments. I want to hear all your opinions. And if you want to support this channel, you can check the links in the description for the Shopee affiliate products and Go login that I also use. Because as I always say, bro, our goal is not to get rich quickly, but to become better at managing risks. See you in the next video.